So before we get to this video, guys, I want to talk to you about foottrading.co.uk. I know a lot of you guys already know about foottrading.co.uk, but for those of you who don't, it's bigger and better than ever. This is a website that was created by myself and Dan, aka V273, where we brought together our knowledge of the market into one place. It's here to help you guys make coins. Essentially, we have free trading guides that anyone can read. You just need to sign up for an account, and you can read these free trading guides on special card trading, silver trading, and icon trading. It will help you, give you the tools you need to make coins in this game. For £10 a month, you get access to our buy and price spreadsheets. These have buy and sell prices for literally hundreds of cards on this market. The last update on this, we had 900 special cards plus on there with buying and selling prices. Every single profitable silver filter on this game is in our silver spreadsheet. A new update went live for that maybe 2 or 3 days ago. People are making huge amounts of coins from that. And yesterday's update from Icons had over 100 icons on there, again with buying and selling prices to guarantee you make profit. Thursday flips. These are little extra sort of tips you guys can do in terms of buying into players and selling them for weekend league, making big profit from those. And for £15 a month, gets you access to live filters. Essentially what this is some of the best filters on the game that we can find that not many people are using. You guys go out and snipe those players and make absolutely big profit out of it. We have guys making 3 to 5 million coins a week from this website alone, making huge profits. But yeah, so go check it out whatever you do. We work really hard on it. Yesterday we updated it before the team of the seasons came out, and yeah, it was okay. And then we saw that the market come down, so we re-updated it again, literally 3 hours later, to make sure that our guys who are subscribed to the website are making as much profit as possible. So check out foottrading.co.uk for all your trading needs. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, please do consider subscribing down below, clicking the like button, all that good stuff. It's massively appreciated. And as I say so many times, it helps the channel to keep growing. Talking about growth, thank you very much for 11,000 subscribers on YouTube now. To think that only a few months ago we had 2,000, we've gained so many subscribers and views and all that sort of stuff. You guys have made it possible for me to do this and Twitch full time, so thank you from the bottom of my heart for 11,000 subs. If you want to watch me do this stuff live, click the link down below, come over to Twitch. I can't stress this enough. I see a lot of you guys comment in the comment section with questions and queries and concerns, and the best place to ask that is in Twitch. And even more so, if you put !Discord in my Twitch chat, you get access to the Discord. It's completely free, anyone can join it. We sit in there and chill trade, and I talk to you guys, answer your questions, give you guys deals on the market, try and teach you how to trade so that you can build really good teams. You look at my team there, I've still got 3.5 million. In fact, in my club, I've probably got about 6 to 7 million on top. And that's my team that I'm running for Weekend League this week. Get involved. It's really good way to just learn, basically. Learn from me, learn from other people in the community. We've got lots of mods that know what they're talking about that can help you too. So get involved, !Discord, Twitch chat. You get access to the Discord. But this is a video I brought up before, but I still see you guys asking the same questions. A lot of you guys have come into the League SBC to Glory series like midway through and don't really know about this method in terms of depth, in terms of cost, in terms of how it works. So we're going to go into great detail, but this is not clickbait. By now, you guys should know that I don't put clickbait in my videos. You will do the mid-icon for free and any other SBC on this game for free by doing this method. This video is essentially how to do those things for free. But when I say for free, you have to understand that initially there is a cost because you need to stock your club up. So there'll be a cost initially in terms of what you do. But you can once you stock your club up, you get to the stage that I'm at now, where I can literally bang out. If you see this, my store is absolutely full of packs, 4 TOTW'S, and I haven't spent a penny. I'm up about, if we look at player value, I'm up about, I don't know, 8 million coins maybe. The Rude Hoodie you see my team now, I got from the mid-icon SBC when it first came round. I've also packed a mid-icon Desai. I have packed for Birthday Hazard, Ronaldo. I think we're at the last count, we're at 45 walkouts now, and I don't know how many boards. But we're going to go into detail about how you do this method for free. We're going to go into detail about what it costs you, how you do this sort of stuff, just to really give you guys a massive oversight on how to do it, okay? I want to make sure we lock it down. But also, moreover, doing this method will teach you the most profitable trading method on this game in terms of silvers and bronzes for you guys to start making coins while you're doing this method as well. It's not difficult. But let's talk about it in general. What is League SBC method? League SBC method is essentially where you use bronze packs. So let's go to the store. We'll go browse packs. It is where you use bronze packs. These normal standard 400 coin bronze packs. You open them up and you open up about 50,000 coins worth at a time if you can afford that amount. Any amount works to start with, but 50k is the optimal amount in my opinion. You open those up, you keep opening them up, and what you do is you keep all your League SBC bronzes. You keep those and they just sit in the club. You then take your non-League SBC bronzes and you put them to upgrades. And so normally you put them into these upgrades here. So you put all your bronzes into the 2 silver player pack upgrade, and then what you do is you open those up and you keep all your League SBC silvers, and you then put all the non-League SBC silvers into the silver upgrade pack, which normally gives you 3 common gold players. Once you've done that, you have a choice to make. What I now do, and it was because of advice from you guys, which was brilliant, is I keep all my League SBC golds, and then my non-League SBC golds, I tend to keep now and put them into marquee matchups or any random SBCs we get daily. They don't really have a value, but you can make a lot more value from doing those packs and getting something better that does have value, or League SBC cards. That's what you do there. You can put them into the gold upgrade if you want to. I know some of you still swear by doing that and you do pick up good stuff, but for me, it's more effective to do it the other way, in my opinion. You start off by doing that. Now, that's a simplistic way to put it. However, at the moment, and this is why it's been so good to get started now if you can, is EA released these bronze upgrade packs where you actually get 3 silver player packs. Silver players in the pack, sorry. And EA also released a silver upgrade there, which gives you 4 gold common players. So you get an extra player. It's an extra bang for your buck for every pack you do. So if you do 50 packs, you're getting an extra 50 silvers. And if you do 50 golds, so silver upgrades, you get an extra 50 golds. So it's been even more effective this week. In fact, I've seen some of you guys that maybe were struggling at the beginning and go, hang on, this is brilliant, and I've hammered it out this week. Now, these will go, by the time you see this video, they'll be going in half an hour, but I've been reliably informed by someone who usually tends to know what they're talking about. They're coming back for 2 days every week. So what you can do is hammer those out for 2 days outside of the normal upgrades, and then do your normal upgrades outside of that. Now, the most important thing to note about this method is you will not see profit, or you're not really looking to profit from this method. You're looking to break even, right? You're looking to break even on this method. You will not start to see your club cycle until 300 to 500,000 coins, depending on how lucky you are. That's what it costs to do this method. Initially. Once you get to that point, your club then starts cycling itself, and you start to see more boards, walkouts, especially during TOTS. You can see my TOTS count. I've packed 16 of them for a value so far of 1 million coins. Now, I've spent about 1.1 million on this method in total. My TOTS alone have covered that. Now, are you all going to get 16 TOTS? Maybe not. Some will get less, some will get more. But that's essentially the thinking behind it. But what you are looking to do at the end of all this is complete League SBCs. So you complete the League SBCs you see here. So the Bundesliga, the CSL, the Liga, Major League Soccer, Liga NOS, all these guys. You complete all these League SBCs you see here. And out of these cards, you get a high rated player. Right now, it looks like this. We're going to talk about this in detail in a minute. Up till now, it's been 88 rated cards, okay? It's 88 rated Murphy there for Championship. However, EA are now bringing out what looks to be a TOTS card for every League SBC. And if you look at this one here, he's a 90 rated card. Now, firstly, this Ben White card is insanely good. Insanely good. He's got more in-game stats than Rio Ferdinand's Moments card. I'm not saying he's going to play like Rio Ferdinand, although I don't like Rio Ferdinand. But he's insanely good. So you can use this card. And you can use some of these cards in Weekend League. You can just go, right, let me use these for now. And then you're looking to stack these up, stack these up, stack these up. And then that allows you to do the mid-icon. You start putting these into the mid-icon. Now, I'm going to be blunt. I haven't criticised the EA recently because I think TOTS has been very good. But I think the mid-icon is not the right move here. I think the prime icon should have been released. In my opinion, we're sort of going past mid-icon. Not everyone's got a team that goes past mid-icon, and you can get some great mid-icons. But I just don't think that 86 with Team of the Week and 88 is very fair at this point in the game. But if you're doing it as part of this method, it doesn't matter because you're doing it for free anyway. But you go and put those cards now into the 88 rated and the 86 rated Team of the Week. And Team of the Week squad, and that's how you do it basically. That's the basics of it, okay? And it's grind. You get the player, you put him into this, and you get ready, and you get your 11 players. Now, throughout this method, you will pack fodder, like walkout fodder. So you'll pack your PKs and your Rakitiches and stuff like that. Now, you can choose to keep those. A lot of you do choose to keep those. But you have to understand that through that method, you have to put a value on those cards. Because a lot of you guys go, okay, well, I've spent 200k, but I'm down 200k. And I say to you, well, how many players have you now got in your club? And you go, well, I've got like 500 more. And I say, okay, well, those 500 players all have a value for you. You have to understand, you have to put a value on those players. So let's say, for example, you have got 4 pieces of high-rated fodder, 86 plus in there. They've got a value of 80,000 coins plus. Because if you've got 88 rated fodder, that's got a value of 40,000 coins. Then I say to you, well, how many leagues have you competed? And you say 3. And I say, okay, cool. Well, those 88 rated players from those leagues you've competed have a value of 40k plus. So again, you go, okay, well, that's 120k there. And that's where you see the value from. Your coin total may initially go down. But once you get to a point where I'm at now, I cycle them so I can sell my fodder. So I see my coin total not deplete at all because I go, okay, cool, I don't need to worry about the fact I've got this PK here. If I want to, I can get rid of this PK. I can sell this PK. I can sell these cards that I'm packing as part of this method and just keep the League SBC cards for SBCs. Now, to give you an example of this in terms of in action, if you look at my squad now I've spent 1.1 million, give or take, 1.1 million. And I currently have sat in my club a Goretzka card that I did for about 50k because I got like lazy and bought a player that I needed for, I think it was Allison I bought. I've got a Ruud Gullit sat here who's worth 4 million that I packed from it. Now, I don't really want to include him too much because it was just luck that I got him from the mid-icon. But the mid-icon you get out of it also has a value. So you have to understand, when you're talking about what you spent, you have to look at what you've got back in your club. This Vidal, I did this Vidal entirely from League SBC method. Literally entirely from League SBC method. He saved me, I don't know exactly how much he's supposed to cost, but I think it's 300k, give or take. This Sandro, I did entirely from League SBC method. Again, this is a 450,000 coin SBC. I did him entirely from League SBC method. This Desai I got from League SBC method. If you look at my club, although there's not masses in there at the moment, Thiago I got from League SBC method. I used my League SBC cards and the fodder that I packed. I didn't pay anything for that Community TOTW'S pack. If you go down and look at see if there's any more that I got. These guys came from League SBC method, but they're neither here nor there. Most of the other cards that I've got, like if I didn't like them, I put them into SBCs. But I've sold my fodder, I've done whatever it is, and that's it. But you have to understand. Let's talk about in terms of how long it takes. Let's talk about the grind itself. It does not take overnight. I see some of you guys comment down below and go, I put 100k in and I've not completed any League SBCs yet, or I've been doing this for 3 days and I've not completed any League SBCs yet. Don't expect to complete them in 2-3 days. Now, you might do. Some people may get lucky, but do not expect to complete League SBCs in 3 days after spending 100k. That's just not going to happen. However, if you get to a week and you spent 300k, you will start completing League SBCs. And the main reason for that is the first league that you will complete. The first league that almost certainly you will complete is going to be the CSL. The CSL is extremely bronze heavy. So most of the teams in this league, you'll use 7 or 8 bronzes and top it up with either a couple of golds or a couple of silvers. Now, the rewards for the CSL, for the packs, aren't anything incredible at all. But do not sleep on silver packs. They are inherently important to this method. They are probably the most important thing for this method, because the teams that are heavy gold aren't that expensive. You can do a gold team for maybe 8 to 10k if you snipe players even cheaper than that. But the silver packs in packing up those Paderborn players, the Dusseldorf players, the expensive teams from SBCs, that is how you save yourself coins. But this whole method relies upon the fact that you're smart with your time. Massively smart with your time. So if we look, for example, we look at these guys and you open these guys up and you pack them, that's fine. But let's go and look at the Premier League. Let's look at the Bundesliga. Right now, I need to do Dusseldorf, I need to do Bayern, I need to do Paderborn, and I need to do Union Berlin. They are the most expensive ones from this league. All four of those teams are the most expensive ones from those leagues. Now, I do pack them. I pack some of their players, and that's fine. And I hold on to those players that I pack. But am I always going to pack all of them for these guys? Not really, not necessarily. But I've now got a huge amount of this league completed with a lot of these teams now ready to recycle. So today, at 6 PM, when silvers come out, I'm going to buy a lot of the players I need for this. It might cost me 50, 60k. I'm going to buy a lot of the players that I get from this method, that I need for this method, to complete this league. Because if you're getting duplicates, that is not a good thing. You don't want a lot of duplicates. You want to be able to cycle these leagues continually, all the time, keep moving them forward, and without fail, you do not want to be sat here like I am right now for more than 3 or 4 days. You want to get them sold. So everything I do is planned out. Earlier in the week, I grind out, especially for TOTW'S at the moment, earlier in the week, Monday to Wednesday, even Thursday, I grind out upgrade packs. Especially now that it looks like we're getting those really good upgrade packs, I grind them out for the week. Then Thursday evening, I'm building packs. Friday morning, I'm building packs. And then Friday nights, I'm buying the silvers I need and I'm opening up the packs that I've been stacking for the week for TOTW'S. Saturday, I open packs. Sunday, I open packs. Monday, I start the cycle again and I grind again. Now, over the course of the weekend alone, last weekend, I made 1 million coins from TOTW'S cards. It was that easy. It's not difficult at all. But not saying that's going to happen to everyone, but that's what I did and that's what I got. But then this week, I spent the week grinding out like mad to make sure that I was in the best possible position again for Friday when silvers are going to crash in price, because everybody is going to open up all their stack packs tonight. So that's essentially the method in general. That's the essential method in general. I'll give you a basic run through of what I think you need to spend. In my opinion and from what my experience, my club cycled to the point where I can open packs every single day should I wish to at about 400 to 500,000 coins. I now put about 100,000 coins of bronzes in a week for TOTW'S so I can stack packs without fail. And I probably spend about, give or take, 100k on top of that. So 200k a week at the moment on cycling my club in terms of finishing off teams if I haven't got them finished. a lot of teams I don't need to cycle anymore, and that's being worst case scenario. Me telling you 200,000 coins, I don't think it actually is that much. But that's worst case scenario, 200,000 coins in terms of what I'm spending to complete packs and get at least 50 packs plus for each TOTW'S pack opening, okay? So that's what I spend. It took me about a month to get to this stage, maximum. Actually, in fact, that's lies. It took me about 2.5 weeks to get to that stage. It's a month now when my club literally cycles itself left, right and centre. But 2.5 weeks. But that was with me not opening bronze packs every single day. I was only opening bronze packs twice a week. If you guys want to get started on this method and you've got 1 million coins sat in your account or 500,000 coins sat in your account, hammer it out right now. 50k bronzes, do your upgrades. 50k bronzes, do your upgrades. 50k bronzes, do your upgrades. And keep doing that and you'll quickly see your club stack up. Very, very quickly. But I can't stress it enough right now. Hammer this method out because TOTW'S are in packs and most of them have decent value. You will make a lot of coins back if you start packing TOTW'S. I cannot stress that enough. But this method is twofold. Because when you start doing this and you start to learn the expensive teams, you also start to learn the expensive filters. You start to go, okay, cool, hang on. I've got Paderborn I need to complete and they are extortionately expensive. Then what happens is you'll start to realise that on Thursdays and Fridays, that market drops off massively. Or with silver supply and packs, always check 6 PM content. The market for those cards crashes off very, very high. So players that are normally 10k can get down as low as 4k. And then throughout the next week, they get back to 10k again. So if you're sitting there going, okay, well, I've got 200k for this method, go and spend 100k on this method, and then invest 100k into the silvers. And start going, okay, cool, well, I know normally, when I buy Norwich centre-backs at the moment, they're about 10,000 coins. And if I go on Friday and see they're 4,000 coins, well, I'm going to buy those silvers. I'm going to buy those Norwich centre-backs, because those Norwich centre-backs, come Tuesday, going to be up at 10k again. I'm going to make 6,000 coins profit from it. And you go, okay, well, this is where I'm at. This is genius. And then you go, right, so now I've got 6,000 coins profit from that one card. That's a lot of bronze packs. That's another, it's like in the region of about 15, I think, bronze packs you can go and open absolutely free from the trading profit you made. And you start to see your coin total not deplete anymore. You start going, okay, well, I might be the beginning of this method and my club's really not stacked at all. But suddenly now, from that 100k silver investment, I've made 100k profit. So that 100k profit that I'm seeing there, bam, I put that back into bronzes. And I rinse and repeat that every week. And then next week I'm more confident. I go, right, let me put 150,000 into it. Now, if you want to know the silver filters, firstly, exclamation mark 6 PM silvers in my Twitch chat will teach you those filters. It tells you all the filters that are profitable. Okay, and all you've got to do is get a spreadsheet up and go, okay, cool, let me get the prices before 6 PM. And then after 6 PM, okay, well, Paderborn centre-backs were 6k before 6 PM. They're now 3k. They're going to bounce back, and the reason they bounce back, make sure you go back and watch yesterday morning's video, because I explained it in depth. A lot of you guys went and did it, and made a lot of profit last night. I've had people DMing me saying, you made me 250,000 coins last night. I'm really happy for you guys. That honestly, that's what I'm here for. But yeah, you go and do that, and you start to learn, okay, well, I can use this method here, and then I use my trade profit. So your coin total actually isn't coming down. It may be coming down in terms of the profit you've made from your trading, but that's irrelevant. That's free coins. And you do that, and then once you're using your trade profit for this, then boom, suddenly your club's stacked. You're also then in a situation where you're cycling your club for 100k a week. You're trading with silvers and making 200k a week. So you're making profit from your trading, using your trade profit to pay off any of the teams you need for this. And then bang, you go and pack yourself a Mohamed Salah from TOTW'S, and suddenly you've got 1 million coins in your bank. And I promise you, if you can start mixing the two together, that is where you will make a huge amount of coins. And I can't stress it enough. If you are lazy, this method is not for you. It is a grind. It requires a huge amount of patience. It requires a lot of time. But let's be honest, like I said before in videos, we're going nowhere. We're still in lockdown. There's no sign of that ending. So grind it out. Get your club to a stage that by the end of TOTW'S, you've got a God squad. Like, there's no reason why you can't do that at all. It's simplistic and it's not hard. But you learn by doing this method. Because as I'm saying now, you will see your Bundesliga have all these league teams done. And you'll sit there and go, right, let me go and do Paderborn, right? And I'm going to go do Paderborn and let me go look at their strikers. So I've got one that I've packed. I've got some more in the club, I think. But let's go to transfer market. And let's go League Bundesliga. And let's go Paderborn. And let's go striker. And we'll flick through and you go, okay, cool. Is it 6,000 coins? It's not 6,000 coins. Is it 8,000? It's not 8,000 coins. It's not 9,000 coins. It's not 10,000 coins. Okay, then you go, wow. But Paderborn strikers are 12,500 coins. Now tonight with supply, these cards could get as low, legitimately get as low as, I don't know, maybe 6, 7k. Last week they did. They got down as low as 6, 7k. You can then go, hang on, I'm going to buy these cards now. And you can keep 2 of them. And you can go, right, I'm going to keep 2 for Paderborn when I need to complete them in case I don't pack them. And then you can go, okay, cool, I've got 3 others, let me sell those. So then when you sell them for profit, the 2 you bought are free. And you've still got 10,000 coins profit from them that you did when you bought them. And again, you can go, let's go paddleboard CMs. And you go, right, I need 2 CMs for my paddleboard team. And you flick through and you go, okay, well, they're not 6,000 coins, they're not 7,000 coins. And you keep flicking up and you go, wow. Okay, paddleboard at 8,800 right now. Again, come Friday night, tonight, you go, hang on. These paddleboard players are now 4K. Now, I'm going to tell you now, you'll notice from doing this method, they will bounce back again. I'm going to buy 10 of them at 4K. I'm going to leave them on my transfer pile, leave them just sat there chilling. And suddenly you go, well, I've now made 4,000 coins profit of each, and I've got 40,000 coins that I didn't have before. That's all my bronze packs, my whole next set of bronze packs paid for. And the more you do this, the more you start to learn these expensive filters, and the more you start going, okay, cool, actually, I'm no longer using my coin total. I'm actually starting to now just use my trade profit. And then it gets to a stage that once you know how you're doing that, and your club stack like mine is now, not only are you trading, making profit, but you're making huge coins from the packs because you're going, right, my club's stacked, I don't need to worry about holding on to fodder. So not only am I making profit from the silvers, but now this method is now making me coins per pack. Because I packed that PK, or I packed that TOTW'S, or I packed, I don't know, let's talk about a random one that's not going to be. I packed a Lewandowski, or I packed an Oblak, or I packed a ter Stegen. They can be sold, it's not a problem. Or you can keep them, because you know, well, actually, I'm making coins from the silver method right now. So I can keep these guys, and I can put those into the mid-icon and get 1 or 2 or 3 times the mid-icons completed. I completed 2 mid-icons in the time that last mid-icon was free, alongside completing Vidal, another SBC that I ended up putting into, I can't remember who it was, but I put him into another card because I didn't like him in the end. But I did that, plus the other cards that I packed. I did that over 35 days when starting this method pretty much from scratch. But let's sum it up. Let's sum up this methods in terms of it. First thing is, you're opening up standard bronze packs, so 400 coins bronze packs. You're converting all non-league SBC bronzes into silver, the bronze upgrade. You're then going to keep all your league SBC silvers, and you're going to convert all your non-league SBC silvers into the gold upgrade. In my opinion, keep all your gold cards even if they're off league, because they can be used for any daily SBC you get, which gives you another pack pretty much for free with players that were just sat in your club, or marquee matchups. Really good for marquee matchups as well. Once you've gone and done that, and you've gone, okay, cool, this is the situation that I'm in now. I've got the clubs like sort of stacked up to a degree and whatever. You then start to complete league SBCs. You'll start to learn which leagues are easier to complete, which leagues are harder. In my opinion, the only league I'm saying right now that I don't think is worth it is the Saudi League. Al Faisali has a left back that's 20,000 coins. It's a bronze card. We don't really see a lot of bronze supply. It's a very expensive SBC, and in my opinion, the Saudi League just isn't worth it. I still do it because I can afford to. It's not a problem. But I don't think the Saudi League is worth it. But the rest of the leagues are all worth it, and I would do all the leagues. I wouldn't just do one. I would do all the leagues. As you do it, you'll start to learn which league SBCs are expensive and which teams are expensive and which positions are expensive. Every Thursday and Friday, buy into these players. Note their prices down before 6 PM, and then you can either use those for completing those players, or the more optimal way to do it is to make profit by selling those cards on. That profit pays for your bronze packs for free. And you keep cycling it and cycling it. Once you get to 400, 500,000 coins spent, your club should cycle itself. So any profit you're making from silver trading is profit that just goes into your club. You'll then start to pack stuff through TOTW'S, through all these sort of promos. Footies is still coming up. You'll pack stuff, and I promise you now, your coin total will rise exponentially very, very quickly. But that is essentially how to do the mid-icon SBC for free, or any SBC on this game for free. It's not clickbait. I've had a series going on now for 30 episodes. Loads of people have done it along with me, made profit, packed icons, packed big cards from their packs. Done really, really well. But remember, you're not looking to make a profit from this method, although you probably will. You are looking to break even and do the mid-icon or any other SBC on this game for free. That is what you are aiming to do. Any other SBC, including the guaranteed SBC each week that you get from EA. But that's going to be the end of the video. If you are new around here, please do consider subscribing down below, clicking the like button, all that good stuff. But for now, I am out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.